right, well, it's time for our weekly segment, Informed Decisions with Lauryn Dempsey. And if you're in the market to move, well, listen up. Today we're diving into holiday home buying deals. Lauryn with the Dempsey Group is back. Lauryn, it's always great to see you, and thanks for coming in here the day before Thanksgiving. All right, so we got to talk about it. Moving during the holidays. I have to imagine that can be challenging.
Yeah, it definitely is. There are things to consider. Like, do you want to do showings
Yes, right, good question.
during the holidays? So that's something that sellers are always weighing. When do we put our home on the market? The good thing about it, though, is that buyers who are searching right now have tons of opportunity. First off, the rates have gone down. So we saw rates around 8% or so earlier in October and September, but now we're down in the low to mid 7s.
Oh, is it down there now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, in and of itself, is an opportunity because rates are much lower than they have been, and that can save hundreds of dollars a month. Also, the other opportunities are that there's less buyers out shopping.
Sure.
So you have less competition and you can get into a home much more smoothly. And then the sellers who are on the market today, they're typically sellers who want to sell and have motivation to sell, so you can negotiate well with those sellers too.
Yeah, some good points there. So, I mean, overall, when you think about the market right now, would you say it's a good time to buy?
I get this question all the time, and what I share is that it's the best time to buy. It's when it's the best time for you.
Yeah, okay.
You really have to understand what the market is like, but I also think it can be noise for some buyers and get in the way of their step forward into the market, which is why it's so important to connect with my team and I to just really understand what your situation is so that we can create a strategy for you. There is tons of opportunity in the market, like I mentioned, and I think it's specifically for two types of buyers. So I've helped over 100 buyers in the past 3 years, and what I've seen is that this is the time for first-time home buyers. I have two first-time home buyers under contract right now, and they got everything that they wanted, including a garage for homes priced in the $300,000 range.
No kidding.
Yeah. And they also aren't bringing 20% down. They just brought 3% down. The other one brought 10% down.
Okay.
So affordable ways to get into the market and negotiate and get all of your inspection items. The other buyer type that I would say is really has a lot of advantages in this current market is the move-up buyers. So a lot of people have been in their homes for a few years now, maybe their family has grown and the space just does not suit their needs. And it can be challenging to figure out how do you upgrade into a bigger home while still having your current home. There's a lot of strategy involved, but you can take advantage of the seasonality in our market, take advantage of the opportunities I've talked about to buy right now and then get your home ready to sell in the early 2024 when prices tend to rise. So lots of different moving pieces, but two specific buyer types that I would say can really take advantage of the holiday home buying opportunities.
Yeah, two very good points. What did you bring here today, home buying process? What is that?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I've helped over 100 buyers since 2020, and most of my buyers, 86% of them actually get under contract the first offer that they write. And this is really our roadmap to success.
Okay.
It explains how do you start, what do you think about, what should you be looking in a home, what's important for a location. Once we have this strategy call, I'll set my clients up with a top lender to also have a financial strategy call. And as a result, my buyers get under contract very quickly and they're able to negotiate great deals. And most importantly, have control of the entire process. I think in a strong seller's market like Denver, it can feel like you are at the whim of what sellers want, but there can be equality in the buying process. That's
an interesting booklet. That's powerful too. I mean, do you give that to all of your clients or potential clients?
Yeah, if someone wants it, I'm happy to email to them. They can find it on my website, send me a text, I'm happy to send it, or we'll have a strategy call and really talk about it in more detail.
Well, you know, a lot of people talk about the interest rate, and you even mentioned that they had fallen a little bit. I mean, that's still a factor, though, right?
Yeah. As interest rates fall, what happens is demand actually picks up, but unfortunately, supply does not necessarily follow. So as we head into 2024, inflation continues to drop. Mortgage rate and inflation are actually very tightly related. So inflation is going down. We expect mortgage rates to continue to fall, and that will bring a lot more buyers back into market because it opens up affordability, which has been a challenge recently.
All right, Lauryn. Well, if anybody's looking to move, buy a house, definitely call Lauryn. She'll help you out. Like she said, she's helped like 100 people in the last few years.
Yes.
So she's the person to talk to. All right, a little more information. You can scan this QR code to get your home seller's guide today. That's the guide, right? That
yes, the home buyer's guide.
Yep. So to successfully navigate the rapidly changing market, call Lauryn and her team today at the Dempsey Group, and be sure to tune in next week to learn more about selling your home in the spring, which you said is a key time. in the selling process. Thanks to the Dempsey Group for sponsoring this segment.